back to Topic Tuesday. This Topic Tuesday, we're going to be talking about choosing a reborn baby. Before we get started, this is my first time using this particular backdrop. I hope it looks presentable. I like it because it's minky. I also use it with the babies for a backdrop for them. And also I did not print out my notes. I'm using my computer. So you guys will see me looking down and I will be scrolling through my notes. So let's get started, you guys. Okay, you guys, before we get too involved, let's start with some vocabulary words. The first vocabulary word is kit or sculpt. Those words can be used interchangeably, and I will be using them interchangeably throughout the entire video. So whenever I say kit, it can also mean sculpt. Whenever I say sculpt, it can also mean kit. So a reborn kit or sculpt is the blank, non-painted vinyl reborn doll limbs named by and associated with the artist who created them, the reborn artist sculptor. For example, this is the Twin A kit by Bonnie Brown. There are also silicone kits, but I'm not as familiar with that medium, so that is not something we're going to be discussing in this particular video. The second word is reborn artist. I believe there are two types of reborn artists. There's a reborn artist sculptor and a reborn artist painter. Now, a reborn artist sculptor is someone, let me scroll you guys. A reborn sculptor is someone who hand sculpts a baby from clay, makes a mold from that clay, and has that mold made into vinyl or silicone. A reborn artist painter is someone who paints the vinyl limbs of the reborn kit to make it look like a lifelike baby. They root or paint the hair, as well as add eyes if necessary, and they assemble the baby. It is a very tedious process, you guys, making a reborn baby. I am paraphrasing. There is a lot that goes into making a reborn baby. Now that we got our vocabulary words out of the way, you guys, let's start with option 1, and that is choosing a kit or sculpt. There are numerous reborn artist sculptors, some very popular and some not so popular, but they all put out a good product. It all depends on what you're looking for. I personally look at kits when I choose a baby. I look at blank kits all the time on sites such as Bountiful Baby, McPherson's Arts and Crafts, and Irresistibles. I peruse them multiple times a week. These sites show you new kits that are coming out, new kits that are on pre-order, and older kits that are being restocked. These sites keep me in the know as new kits are coming out all the time by various different artists. And older kits are being restocked, ones that I may have wanted, but they sold out quicker than I was able to obtain them. I look for certain things in a baby starting at the kit level. After being in the community for a while, you get multiple babies, you see multiple babies on different people's channels, you follow different babies on social media such as Facebook or Instagram. You get a feel for what type of baby you like and what your personal preferences are. So there are numerous preferences, such as, do you like boys versus girls? Do you like open eye versus closed eye? Do you like smiling expressions, or do you prefer some babies with a more serious expression? Do you prefer full limbs or 3/4 limbs? However, most of the new kits that are coming out now do have full limbs, arms, and legs. Do you prefer open hands or closed hands? Do you like scrunched up toes or separated toes, where the baby's big toe and the toe next to the big toe are separated, where the babies can wear sandals like that? Do you prefer a tummy plate or no tummy plate? And then if you prefer tummy plates, do you like them gender specific, atomically correct, or do you like them non-gender specific, where they just have the belly button? And after all of those preferences, then you have to choose what size baby you like. Do you prefer a micro preemie, a preemie, a newborn baby, a bigger newborn such as a 0 to 3? Do you prefer a 3 to 6, a 6 to 9, a toddler, or a child? It all depends on what your preferences are. Now, the sites that sell reborn doll kits or sculpts, they do not word the sizing like that. They use inches versus months. So let me break down those sizes for you. A micro preemie is any baby 9 to 14 inches. A preemie is a baby that's 15 to 17 inches. A newborn is 18 to 19 inches. A bigger newborn, like a 0 to 3, that baby is 20 to 21 inches. A 3 to 6 size baby is 22 to 23 inches, and a 6 to 9 is 24 to 26 inches. A toddler is any kid that is 27 to 29 inches, and a child kid is any kid that's 30 inches or above. I personally prefer a newborn sized baby with either a smiling or calm, serene facial expression. I do not like furrowed brows. I don't want the baby looking at me being mean or being hungry. I want a happy baby. That's just my personal preference. I also like closed hands or partially closed hands. And the way I found out I like partially closed hands is Toy, my baby, I love her. She has one partially closed hand, and whenever I go to put her down, she grabs at me with her partially closed hand, and it's like she wants to stay with me. She doesn't want me to put her down, and I absolutely love that. I also prefer full lips. That's just my personal preference. So when I'm looking at a kid, I actually look at their lips first, then look at their overall facial expression. I also do have some preemies in my nursery, and that is because the features that they have. My Riley by Marita Winters, my Sky, I absolutely love her full lips. I love that. And then Jay, my Twin A by Bonnie Brown, I adore that he has a full mouth, an open mouth, and he can take a full passy. I wish the Twin A had full limbs, but I understand why they don't, because they need to be able to maneuver to put their thumbs in their mouth. So I do understand that. The Twin A does come with full legs. So I really love that sculpt. It is sculpted perfectly to be able to suck his thumb and take a full pacifier. All of the information and suggestions that I'm giving in this video are for someone who's new to the Reborn community or someone who's looking for their very first baby. After you get your first baby, you hold that baby and you love on that baby and you get more comfortable with that baby. You see the things that you like about it and the things that you wish were a little bit different. And then you're in the community, you see babies on other people's channels, you watch babies on Facebook or Instagram, you see other babies and how they're sculpted and how the mommies interact with them, and you see that it's something that you would like. So you get more comfortable with the baby, and then after you get your first baby, you may want a totally different type of baby so you can have more variety in your nursery. So when you look at a blank kit or blank sculpt, you look for certain features and you try to find the sculpt that has the majority of the features that you're looking for. And then once you find that baby with the features and attributes that you're looking for, then you can start looking at the prototypes. Now, a prototype is the very first painted baby of a kit. Some artists only do one prototype, and some artists do multiple prototypes so you can see what the baby can look like in various skin tones, with various types of hair, posed various different ways, so it'll give you a feel of what the baby could look like once it's completed. After you see that prototype, or after you find what particular sculpt or kit that you're looking for, you can start to Google that baby, so you can look at all the available pictures online. You can start to search for that baby on other people's YouTube channels, and all you would have to do is put the name of the kit and who it's by. For example, you would say Twin A by Bonnie Brown. You would put that in your search engine, and it will bring up all the videos or all the pictures that contain that particular sculpt or kit. You can do the same on Instagram and Facebook. So after all that research and you choose a particular kit that you like, you have the option to go ahead and buy that kit and hope that you can find someone to paint it, or you may already have someone in mind that you want to paint that baby for you, or you can take your chance and try to find it as a buy it now baby, paint it to your liking. Because buying a baby is a whole nother topic, you guys. So the second option in choosing a reborn baby is choosing a reborn artist painter. So you see an artist, a reborn artist that paints the way you like. You love everything that they do. You love their skin tone range, you love their blushing, you love their creasing, you love their shading, you love the way they root or the way they paint the baby's hair. So now the obstacle could be trying to get in touch with that particular artist to get a baby from them. or you wanted a baby and you tried to get in contact with them, but the baby sold before you were able to get in contact with them to choose that particular baby. I think that when you like a particular painter's painting style, sometimes it depends on what kit they're painting and sometimes it doesn't. Because if you like their painting style, every baby that they paint may be a welcome addition to your nursery. So sometimes it depends on what sculpt they're painting and sometimes it doesn't. And if that artist does customs, just contact them with a baby in mind and then you can go from there. The third option of choosing a baby is kindness and thoughtfulness of others, because sometimes you don't choose the baby chooses you. You could have a loved one that could purchase a baby for you. It could be a special occasion, or it could just be because they just purchase a baby for you because they know you love reborn babies. Maybe you had your eye on a special baby for a long time and then your significant other, your spouse, says let's go half on a baby. So they give you half the money for the cost of the baby. Or someone in the reborn community gifts you a baby. There are many kind and thoughtful people in this reborn community that gift babies, and I think that is just phenomenal. That is just phenomenal. The fourth and final option for choosing a reborn baby, you guys, is just plain luck. Sometimes opportunities present themselves and you just have to take advantage of them. A baby you really like watching on someone else's channel becomes available for adoption and you add that baby to your nursery. You could win a giveaway baby. Isn't that awesome? A long sold out limited edition kit may be listed on eBay and you can get a baby that way that you really, really want. Or a sculptor that you really like finds that one last baby in their stash that they thought they had long sold out of, and then you're able to bring that baby into your nursery. Or a reborn painter that you really admire, they're selling a cuddle baby. So that is a great way for you to get an opportunity to see their work in person without having to spend a complete amount of money for a full reborn baby. It is basically just the head with a cloth body, and you get to see their work in person because you were considering them to do a complete baby for you. So now after you have that knowledge of seeing what their work is like, you can use them for a future baby in the near or distant future. Choosing a reborn baby can be overwhelming. That is why people in the reborn community always strongly suggest that you do your own research, because there are a lot of options and sadly there are a lot of scammers in the reborn community. So there are a lot of sculpts and kits with all different types of features, and there are a lot of reborn artist painters that have their own painting techniques, their own painting styles. Even if you get a baby that you're not 100% in love with, I think it is still a good experience, because then you get to see what features, what painting style, what techniques you like and you don't like. And that experience can help you pinpoint your preferences, what you like and what you don't like. I hope this video has helped you in choosing a reborn baby. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those comments below. And if I missed any options for choosing a reborn baby, please feel free to leave those thoughts below. If you have any topic that you want discussed, you can leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. See you next Topic Tuesday. Bye.